Hello and welcome to Vintage Story, a commoner's life. And I kind of want to go over the results from all the panning I've done so far. So let's kind of take a look at this here. So I had 64, almost let's just say 100 bony soil. And I panned all that out using my little area right here. And that was kind of like what I wanted to do over the winter. It only took me 3 days to go through all that once I actually figured out how to pan correctly. But this is the results of all of that. So we got a bunch of bones, a bunch of flax, 62 flint arrowheads, 27 copper, 11 rusty gears. So the rusty gears are the currency for the merchants. So definitely something we can take a look at, what we can buy. We also got some bony rib cages, which you put them on the ground, you break them, and you get more bones. And we got a bunch of copper spearheads. And then we got 10 rough paradots. We got 8 gold nuggets. So we're going to go ahead and take that out of here. We're going to use that for something in a moment. And then we also got 4 silver. So we can actually make a piece of black bronze now. We got some emeralds. We got 4 candles, which I didn't even know was a thing in there. We got some rough diamonds. We got a silver diadem, and we got these turning cylinders. I think they're like sound, like a song. So we'll have to figure out how to use that at some point. We got another copper thing for making armor. We also got a temporal gear. So temporal gears can be used to set your bind point, and they can be to restore temporal stability. So if you're like underground, and this is like about to take you into the rust realm or whatever it is, there you go. And we got another one of those cylinders. I got 2 bronze amulets. I have no idea what they're for. Then we got a bunch of books. We got the Dark Beige Aged Lore book, Brick Red, another Dark Beige, another Dark Beige, a Cherry Red. I don't know if these are different, so we're going to take a look at them here in a second. Dark Beige, Brick Red, and Dark Beige. So we got 3 unique ones and then a bunch of other ones. So overall, I think this is probably one of the really nice ways to get some resources without actually doing anything out with 0 risk, right? This much flax is going to be very helpful for us in being able to make some more stuff. So that is going to be fantastic. I could probably make some of these bigger bags now. Like, what is this? This is a 5-slot bag. We might be able to make that. We probably could make at least one of them. Looks like, so that's nice. These gemstones can be sold to the luxury merchant. I looked that up to see what they were actually used for. And then I planned on making a bunch of arrowheads anyway, so this kind of puts me ahead of the game. And then I can make a bunch of copper spears for hunting also. So that's getting nice overall. So let's take a look at these books first. How do you read one? I guess put them on the toolbar here. All right, let's see here. Add to journal. Right click. Discovered lore reflection part 2 of 5. Discovered lore Diet of Kings part 1 of 1. And discovered lore letters part 2 of 8. So if we open up this here, let's actually check these other ones then. Maybe they're different. 3 of 8. 3 of 8. I think these are all the same. Yeah, they're all the same. All right, so we can go here to reflection, and there's a whole story in here. I am not the reflective type. I was taught from a young age that life is better treated as a task. There is work to be done, so do it and do not complain. Thinking seemed like a luxury. I still follow that creed, but I have in my time come to see the power of thought. Thought has lifted me out of despairing poverty, though thought has given my village the strength to survive the harsher seasons. The thought has seen my people raise their voices and hope for the first time in many years. I am speaking, of course, of him, my friend and companion, Jonas Falix. Our task here will be done in a few days. I wish to make some record of the events that have transpired up until this point. I do not know if any will live to read this, but I cannot leave it be. A madness compels me to write it, though I am not no learned master. This task would be better set for Jonas, but he is in no condition to complete it. I digress. Allow me to start from the beginning and forgive my shortcomings. I stole into Falix's estate once as a young man. I had intended to bring home a few pounds of our wheat, perhaps a handful of coins. I dared not take too much. The old Lord Falix ignored our village in the shadow of his fiefdom, but he was a harsh, stringent man who would not suffer the insult of a robbery. Nevertheless, I intended to rob him. It was here in the shade of night I came upon him, the Lord's son, Jonas, stumbling in the dark towards the library. In truth, I presumed myself dead when he discovered me. No harm came to me, however. The boy was also seeking to avoid his father's cruelty, and in me he saw an ally. I knew the forests and paths around this land as well as the quiet places. In time, I would show them to him. My trespassing onto his estate became a common occurrence. I would teach him about the land and the yeoman's life, and in return, he offered me lessons in writing, art, and natural philosophies. This arrangement continued in secrecy until the day that old Falix died, and I was able to walk through the front door as an honored guest. In the same manner, Jonas was welcomed, honored, as he came to my village. We were fast friends, brothers, and were prepared for the coming storm. Alright, reflection. And then Diet of Kings, Scribe Notes 1318. Master Jonas Falix, please come forth. The lords and ladies rose when he entered the room. Even the kings gave him a small gestures of welcome. He walked to the center of the court, his attendant behind him bearing a great collection of drafts. My lords, as I am sure you're well now aware of, we face a nightmarish threat. This disease or plague that has been called is not overly complex, neither is it beyond our vision. It is quite simply a desolation made manifest. Here, his attendant begins laying out a number of medical diagrams on the floor. Master Falix issued one from one parchment to the next, gesturing as he went. It rots the body in its entirety. It begins externally with numbness and darkened skin, proceeding further into the ligaments. The victims may lose control of entire limbs. Eventually, the flesh sloughs off in small heaps. By this time, the victims has likely entered a cataplegic state. This may as well be a blessing for them. The rot will have overtaken their eyes and ears by now, depriving them of their senses. Arriving at the last parchment, he paused and gazed upon it. Many have gathered and assembled, also leaned forward to see the image more clearly. From the scribe's desk, it appears only to be a drooping mass of charcoal smearings. This is all that remains of the poor souls. In the final stages, the rot consumes the mind and the whole body, leaving nothing of distinction. Here his Majesty, the King of Land, interjected. Is there truly no method of treating this malady? What preventions are available to us? No preventions, Your Grace, save total isolation from the populace. Even such drastic method as only the last until the food supply is infected. As for treatments, I have found none. Perhaps some of my bearers from the academy have made progress, but judging by their silence, I think not. He paused again here to clear his throat. It's a certain death, however. I stand here to offer you a better fate. All right. Die to kings, and then this is letters, and it looks like we have 5 of these. So, Quartermaster's ledger, date unknown. Our food stocks are depleted. We have only the dried wolf and rabbit meat left. Largely, we're left chewing leather now. Our vests, our boots, our belts, our boots. We draw our last breaths. The huntsman's corpse managed to trap 2 healthy squirrels and 2 squirrels and a gray gosling. Not more than 10 hours ago, I'd wager it was not enough to feed all the workmen. The ones in the mines had to be prioritized as expected of their labor. Despite the additional meal, their health is declining. We're running out of options. Furthermore, Joseph, Barda, and Jarin were taken this day. They did not go willingly. The others might still have a chance. I believe so, for my own sake. I had to tell Jarin's wife today. I had been gone from the shelters too long. We're losing them as quickly as we lose everything. The poor woman was half dead when I arrived. She will not last much longer. I stayed only long enough to convey my respect. He was a good man. I would not be here this day without his aid. Nevertheless, I can do nothing for him or his kin. They are like so many others here. Rest well, friend. I am sorry. I've stopped counting the days. I've stopped counting time. All I know is every moment is the same. Dark, cold, and filled with fear and uncertainty. The work is heavy. My whole body aches. Maybe it will give up first. Nobody knows if it is day or night. How can we if we haven't been up there for weeks, maybe months? The light of the torches are so dim, but then again, what if I'm losing my sight? There was no mistake. It was the rot. It was the rot. And in a matter of days, I will turn into rot. I told nobody. I simply left the shelter and walked out. The sun was rising. It had been a heavy few months since the last time I saw morning. But with the first rays of sunlight bleeding into the earth, the gruesome sight of the land came into being. The horror I felt beyond thought. What used to be a realm of withered plants and bare trees has sought into a putrid mass of horrid black sludge as far as the eye can reach. The air was ripe with death. I can still taste it on my tongue. There were corpses in various stages of decay lying all over the ground. They made a nauseating sound collapsing upon the weight of my footstep. But the worst part of this nightmare was the total unending silence. No trace of a breeze, no faint stirring of an insect. The rod itself was dead, and that thick static was all that remained. The extinction in its purest form was glaring into my deepest senses. I could take no more. Step by step, I made my way back into the safety of the cave and collapsed onto the floor, sobbing, screaming, and ripping the skin away from my afflicted fingers. The vivid image of my body joining these rotted remains was crippling me before the plague could. I wish I never left these walls. No human should see what I saw. Alright, so there's some lore to this game. It's pretty crazy. It's very Cthulhian, Lovecraftian kind of thing, so that's kind of nice to see in this game. So let's drop all these books off because we don't need them now. Alright, let's go upstairs and get some charcoal. And we're going to want some copper. And we're going to want some charcoal. We're going to have to make some more. Alright, let's go in here. Let's put 5 in there for now. Let's do 16, 2, and 2. That'll give us 100 units of a black bronze. So we'll go ahead and stoke the fire here. There we go. And we're going to turn this into a pickaxe. Just so it's... The black bronze is the best bronze, so might as well have a pickaxe for it. We do have some tin bronze already made, and then I think we're going to make some zinc later, see if we can make a torch plate real quick. A torch holder, I mean. Torch holder makes the torches last forever. It just requires... what is it here? Torch. Torch holder. Two plates, 2 brass. So that should be pretty easy. We could actually probably make a lantern at this point. Let me see here. Copper lantern is a copper plate, 2 clear quartz, and a candle. Let's make one of those too while we're down here. Let's see, we need 1 candle. And we need some clear quartz. I think we need to fire it, don't we? I don't think I have... see here. It's gonna take a second for that to heat up anyway while we're messing around here. This is clear quartz. Never mind, we got 2. Alright, perfect. Take 2 of those. Grab the rest of the copper. Let's grab some of this. And I believe it's 2 ingots to make a plate, so we need 4 ingots total of that, so we'll do that too. Copper. So just make 2 ingots of that, and then we can turn that into a copper plate. We'll make that plus the torch holder. Where'd it go? Brass torch. So 2 plates there. So it's gonna be a little bit of work. All right, we need our tongs. Put those on our offhand there, and probably our hammer. All right, we got that. Let's take this, pour it over here. Liquid black bronze. There we go. That's done. And then we can pop that in there. Let's take that out for a second while I figure out this. This is going to be 40 of that. Pop that back in there. Alright, so that'll give us 200 units of copper, which we can turn into 2 ingots. And I don't have another one, do I? Do I have grass up here? I can make it real quick. Go get some grass, I guess. Just 1 piece of grass, and then 4 logs. There we go. Where can I put this one? I think I can put it like right here. Nope, not that. That, and then the 4 logs. Turns it into that. We'll go over here, grab a crucible. And pop that in there. Take out the 4 woods. So we're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. So we're going to want, I think it's 5, 4, 8. Eight of that. 12 of that's 100, so another 12. Plus another 8. Go, that'll give us the amount we need. Get that fired up there. Perfect. Alright, and you are ready. So where is this? This is molten copper. So let's turn this into 1 and 2 ingots. Perfect. that one's done. Let's pop that back in there. Let's take out the coal before we waste it. Okay, that is almost done. And this should melt down, and we'll put those in that right there, and that should work out. All right, our molten brass is done. Let's pop it into these two ingot molds here. 1 and 2. There we go. Stir that in there and take out that piece of charcoal. Save us a little charcoal in the future. All right. Let's see here. Our pickaxe mold is almost done. And we're just waiting on this copper to finish up. So what we're going to want to do now is fire up that. So we can take the copper out of here. I don't have any pre-made copper ingots, do I? No, I don't. Probably should have thought about that before I started making a video. Alright, let's put this in there. Alright, that's done. Those are going to have to take a few minutes to heat up. Alright, our ingots are, well, one of them's done. So let's put one on there. And put the other on there. So it takes two ingots to make a plate, and we need 1 copper plate, and we're gonna need I think we're gonna need 2 more brass nuggets, or so we should probably get that going too. How many was this? It was like 16, right? No, it was 12. Alright, 12 of that, and then 8 of this. That'll give us 1 more, and then this will give us other one. Oh god, we're out of copper. It's gonna be fun, I guess. Alright. Let's throw that all in there. That'll give us another 200 units of that, and let's wait on that because this is already heated up. So let's put this on there. There we go. We want to make a copper plate. Go to our hammer. So obviously we have to fill this whole thing up, but as you can see, we don't really have enough. So if we go to tool mode, go to heavy hit, and we can just kind of hit it, and it'll kind of help spread this out. Go, and then might as well at this point grab this ingot and come on, work with me here. There we go. Place it on there, go to the hammer, and then we can kind of heavy hit this one too if we get back to the hammer. That's not going to actually work the way I wanted it to, so just knock these down. Go, and then we knock these over. And I'll just continue this out since this is going to take a little bit of smacking here just to knock all these in place. Alright, and we got the copper plate all smoothed out. There we go. Alright, so what was it? Copper plate, 2 pieces of glass, and that. There we go. We get a copper lantern. So we can take this copper lantern. Whoa, jeez. This guy was just like hanging out behind us the whole time, I guess. Alright, there we go. I'll skin him. Alright, so the lantern that we just made will be useful because we can put it down here and get more light. So let's pick up this one here and just pop that down. You can see how much more light that puts off than the other thing. So definitely lots of copper lanterns would be definitely useful. I'm gonna probably make at least 3 more of those. Alright, the other item we were gonna make was a torch holder. So let's go ahead and fire up this. I think this is another. Should I not put it in there? I did. I didn't put charcoal in now. So this will give us another 200 brass because I didn't make enough. Alright, that should be good. Need that many in there. Alright, that's going now. Let's put this... I feel like this stair area is like the worst. Let's just put it like right here. There we go. I'll put more light down here. And keep in mind, it's during the middle of the day and we're getting monsters spawning inside the house. So there's definitely some darkness back in these areas. Whatnot, and they do spawn down in these tunnels for sure. But usually they don't come inside. Alright, I'm gonna get these 2 brass ingots turned into a plate, and then we'll go from there. Alright, we have our 2 brass plates crafted. We just put them on top of each other like so. And apparently we get 2 brass holders. I thought we only got 1, so that's nice. So we can put one right here. And then we put a torch in it. Now this torch has unlimited duration. Pretty nice. You don't have to redo that one, so it's kind of cool. Kind of got enough light down here. Let's put it like on this wall, and just, boom. There we go. More light. Unlimited torches. I kind of like the torch aesthetic, right? It looks kind of cool, you know? And if you get close to it, I think it has a sound. The lanterns are really bright, so those are kind of cool too. But definitely took a little while to make those plates. I'm not gonna lie. All right, and then our pickaxe is finally done, so we can go ahead and turn that into our black bronze pickaxe. And if we come over here, I did not make those ones yet. Here's our bismuth bronze pickaxe. It is 500 durability, 550 durability. This is 2.5 mining, or this is 2x mining speed, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, 2.2. This is 2.5, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 2.8. So it's significantly faster compared to this one. And I don't know how much better it is than the other one, the 10 one. But there we go. We got that done finally. So, all right. I don't got much else for this episode. I just wanted to get that gun. I got a lot of stuff going on over here. Trying to get all this. I'm up to 9 leather at the moment. Gonna be a few more days before I get more leather. We're probably gonna make where is it? I'm gonna probably make leather armor next, just to knock that out. Only takes 1 piece to repair it. That'll give us some durability when we start going out and exploring again. So we can like maybe fight a bear face to face. I don't know. Instead of using arrows, but there we go. The panning results. We got some new tools. We got to the new black iron or black bronze stage. We got some new light source kind of things. And yeah, he's yawning because he's tired, and that makes sense. It's boring. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching, and please have a fantastic day.